Hi guys, I'm Tyler. This is Zealin. Today we're going to be working on lots of forehand fakes coming out of our forehand. Before we get started though, we'd like to say everyone please be safe. Me and Zealin live together, but otherwise we're not breaking quarantine and make sure we're staying, safe and doing all the things that the health guidelines tell us to do.
Wash your hands.
All right, so what we like to work on today first is just dribbling the puck on our forehand side. Last time, Vince went over getting your hand away from your body. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're just going to go smaller dribbles. I have a golf ball, so I'm just going to be dribbling back and forth a couple of times, just getting loose here. I'm making sure I'm rolling my wrist. That way I'm controlling the puck, or controlling the ball in this case. I'm just going to be doing this small dribble, back and forth. I'm a righty, so the ball's on my right side. We're going to take it over to Zealin, who's a lefty. Let me show you how he does on his side.
Here in front of my body, feet are always moving. Real quick, like as I'm stick handling, how this is going to work is Tyler and I are going to be demonstrating drills like this. You guys are going to be kind of following along if you're on the live stream. We'll be talking a lot about why we're doing things as we go. If you miss something that we say, that's totally fine. Go back, rewatch the video. I'm sure we'll be posting it to the website. But right now, you're just going to be working on that dribble, forehand dribble. Go about 10 seconds and then 5 seconds rest. Big thing for me, whenever we talk about doing drills at home or doing drills in general on skills, I always focus on 3 things. Number 1, the intention behind the drill. Why are we doing the drill? So this drill is a basic fundamental stick handling drill where we're focused on rolling our wrists, keeping our feet moving, and having basic control of the puck or ball. Second thing is deception, right? Whenever we're making the stick handling or we're doing anything in hockey, we want to be deceptive. So the biggest thing here is that Tyler's head is up, his chest is up, right? The biggest reason is because he can go any direction, right? As a defender, it's harder to read someone when their body is up. If my head drops or my shoulders drop, I'm going to immediately know that you're not aware of the drill. Now you're going to progress it.
So now we're just going to go a little bit bigger. So we're going to be doing the same thing. I'll show you the side view first. So I'm going to get my hands all the way in front of me, then all the way back here behind me. Again, we're more working on range of motion here. Maybe if we build in the fake later, we use this, but maybe in the game for just controlling the puck. This wouldn't be what we're doing, but again, it's just range of motion all the way in front, all the way back behind. And if you can notice, I'm rolling my wrist over. So I'm there cupping the puck and moving it back. Okay, so back and forth a couple times, and then as I do this, I'll get my feet involved and go forward, and I'll come back with it, forward and then back. Okay, so it looks like this side, all the way in front, all the way behind.
So go ahead, you're going to do the same thing, 10 seconds on, 5 seconds off. And then the third thing that we talk about, so we talked about intention, we talked about deception, and then the third thing that I always talk about is touch or finesse, especially when you're talking about stick handling. There's a lot of times when you're stick handling that you're going to want to be hard on the puck. There's going to be times where you're going to want to be soft, where you use the toe or the heel of the blade. So as you're stick handling or you're creating drills or you're watching people do the drills, really focus on how hard their body is going into movement, how hard they're controlling the puck, how loud the puck is on their stick, right? There's not really a clear-cut path in any play that happens in hockey. It's really reactive, so you're going to have that different levels of touch the whole time. So right now on these moves, we're really hard on the puck because this is a power move where he's going into the weight forward. He's usually going to be faking someone out with like a shot or a pass. Oh, there you go, Jimmy, getting after it. Yeah, I see you. Keep going. Don't look at me. Do the drill. Are you kidding me?
I'm seeing you too, Jimmy.
Yeah, so that's really the focus of that one. All right, so now we're going to progress it again.
Progress it?
You wanted to do jogger, right?
Yeah,
so now it's just a little bit more movement. Now you got the wrist in, you got the upper body movement. Now we're going to incorporate a little bit of step, right? Notice that when he switches sides, right, he's switching and he's stepping with the foot that's closest to the direction he's going, right? So if he's going right, he's going to step with his right foot. If he's going left, right? That really leads us into the next part One, it's deception, because we can step off of that foot and go another way. But also it just sets you up to be powerful. Lefty, same thing, right? Obviously, I'm going to be going the opposite direction. So if I'm stepping out here, pulling back, out and back. You want to keep your chest head up. I always look down. Bad habit when I'm demoing. But same thing. We're just working on that push and pull. Push and pull.
And a big thing about this is it's a starter. So this maybe isn't our first move or our last move, but with our footwork, we're stepping that direction. So if Zealin steps one way and needs to pull, that foot's loaded up. Or is it
here?
Exactly. So what we mean here is if I were to step with my right foot on the left side, it's really hard for me to come back across this way without crossing my feet up or then getting this foot and transferring back. Whereas if I step with my left foot, it's a lot easier for me to come back to my right foot. So that's what we're talking about when we're stepping out, we're stepping out, we're stepping out, we're stepping out.
Good. So go ahead and hit that. We'll probably do that for about 2 more minutes. Again, all these drills too, you don't need a lot of space. If you're on a surface where you can use a puck, I definitely recommend it. But just like keep doing that drill while I explain some stuff. But what we're going to talk about is that finesse or touch. You're going to have like when you're practicing, you're always going to have tools that are super easy to use, or it's all not a perfect situation. Obviously for us, like we live in an apartment, we don't have a lot of space. But we move a couch over, or we move a table, and now we have a little bit of space. We have to be creative. But you can work on touch just being stationary. So for me, if I want to be hard on the puck, I'm going to get a big heavy ball like a basketball. And I'm going to work on stick handling that and controlling it, right? I really have to get more power into my hands and get a little bit more scoop action using my hips and my shoulders more. Whereas a golf ball is going to be a much more touch, finesse, lighter on the stick. As we're stick handling, you do the same thing with a wiffle ball is a different touch, tennis ball is a different touch, but all those things work on different skills, right? So you want to be switching that up constantly.
Yeah, and beyond that, like with a basketball, you only necessarily touch the top of it. So this is something where you're only touching the top. It's real easy, you know, some of you guys just starting out, you don't look down because the ball's so big. It's easy to just practice this with a basketball and using different things. Growing up, I used soda cans, mint cans, whatever it was, just stick handle, and they're all a little bit different, and they all provide different challenges. So I see someone stick handle like a basketball right now. You go with the basketball and get under it, it pops up. So now you have to be a little bit more finesse, and now you're on top of it. Okay, you have a wiffle ball. Again, you're a little bit more on top because it's a lighter ball. Whereas then you grab the golf ball, it's heavy, you can go quick, you can go big like we were practicing, a bunch of different things you can do.
It's important to be creative, right? Everybody gets caught up, I think, sometimes on that there's one set way to do something or to have success. Like it's really important to just be creative and work hard and find ways to get better regardless. So now we're gonna segue. So stop your step and pulls. Right now we're gonna progress off of that again, and now we're gonna add a little bit of creativity because that's a huge part of hockey is being creative, and especially with stick handling. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our step, right, where we're going into that pushing the puck out and catching it, and then we're going to make a move off of that, right? So I'm going to show you a couple, and then as I'm going through them, you can pick one that's your skill level or that you like, or you can do all of them, but you're going to rotate through these for about 10-15 seconds, and then 5 seconds rest, 10-15 seconds, 5 seconds rest. So my favorite one is I like to step out here, right? And then as the defenseman steps, I'm going to pull the puck through him and come to the other side, right? It's a nice little slip move. Notice that when I pull the puck across my body, I'm not carrying it, right? What I mean by carrying it is, this is another touch point or finesse point, is you can carry the puck here where the blade stays on it the whole time, or I can actually pull the puck and then my stick takes a different path and catches it, right? Almost like passing to yourself. So as I step out right here, I'm going to pass the puck to myself over here to give myself space. I can either attack his triangle, go underneath, or I can power move around. And another one we can do is when you step, coming out, again, the defender is going to be coming out with you because you're reading that you're going this direction. And then we can go into a toe drag and pull, and again, I'm attacking the other way, right? Tyler's a righty, he'll attack those two. If you have another one too.
Yeah, definitely. A big thing. Small quarters here. Not a lot of space to be around.
Sorry.
A big thing. I played defense all my life, so a lot of these moves I'm on my forehand. I don't necessarily even need to make moves as a defenseman carrying the puck up the ice, because people who are forechecking coming after me, I would just look this way, and people would push to that side without me necessarily making that fake. So that comes back to the intention with what I'm trying to do is, maybe I made that pass 6 times in a row as a defenseman. So I'm coming up the ice, I'm just soft touch, I don't need to push it too much. I look this way, they go this way, and then I can pull my move, like Zealin said, going across. So I don't even need to make that kind of fake, okay? But so another one that I really like is just very simple. I'm pushing, I'm stepping onto my right foot, and then I'm pulling the puck across. It's across here to where I can protect. So all these moves lead into the next one, where I'm here, very intentional. My move doesn't need to be huge, because I'm getting the guy to go that way. I'm stopping the puck, or maybe I'm not stopping the puck, pulling it. My defender's over here, and now I'm carrying the puck up the ice, protecting on my backhand side. So just again, the touch and the intentionality is huge. It's really nice to come and stick quick, but maybe it's really soft, and then pulling the puck across because my guy did what I wanted him to do.
Yep. Go ahead and practice that for the next couple minutes. A lot of the stick handling that we practice too, I mean, sometimes you're going to want to chop the puck and touch the puck a million times, but a lot of times too, oh, I like that move. Who's that? Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Good step. Step left and get on your right foot. There you go. Yeah, so like for me, when we're doing these drills, we don't chop at the puck a ton, right? For me, like the big term I use with my teams and the kids that I coach is underhandle the puck. You don't want to touch the puck too much. You want just that perfect amount, and that's where that finesse comes in, right? So again, the 3 things that we're attacking in these drills that we've worked on so far with our front fakes, the intention of the drill to work on front fakes, right? Get better at the technique and get a little bit more creative. The deception part of the drill is that pump where you're showing a defenseman where I'm going, or where you want them to think you're going. Right? And then the touch is going to be different on each part of the drill that you do, or each version of the drill that you do. Awesome. All right, go ahead and take a break. So pump fake on your forehand, and you're going into that toe drag, or you're jumping across. You're going to do that about 15 more times, then we're going to get into our toe drags. That's our big next segment. Go ahead, pump fake, and then jump across, or give me that toe drag. There you go. Toe drag. Good work. And then go into it. Nice. Alrighty, so now that we've done our forehand fakes, we're going to shift our focus a little bit. Big move that everyone loves to do and always talks about is toe drags. So now we're going to go over that toe drag technique. Just like with the forehand stuff, we're going to start really, really fundamental and basic, right? So really make sure you're getting a lot of reps during this. When we're doing the drill, you guys are doing the drill. About 10 seconds on, 5 seconds off, and then listen. If you need to watch, get close to that screen, but otherwise you're just practicing. So, TY is going to break it down.
All right, so first thing, we're going to have our ball out on the side of our body, okay? You're going to have your hands reaching for the ball or puck, whatever you're using, and then you're going to turn your wrist over. As you turn your wrist over, you're going to pull your arms in, and now the ball or puck's going to come closer to you. Now, a lot of things that people run into is they do this when they toe drag. So they're really good at the pulling part, but then they get to here. And this is a really bad vulnerable spot that you don't want to be in. So as we pull that puck in, again, hands out, turning those wrists over, we pull the puck in, we push our top hand out. So I'm going to do it on the side so you guys can see that. I pull the puck in or pull the ball in, and I get my hand out to stop it. So my arm is fully out, so that way my blade's all the way on the ground or on the ice. Okay, and then I can push it out. I can sit down a couple times, and then do it a couple more times. I bring my hands in. I even pick my leg up so I can pull even further. Okay, so I'm going out and in, out and in. So I'm a righty, so my right side. Zealin will show you the lefty. He'll show you the other side. I'm coming in here, pulling it in.
Again, try to keep your head up. I know that I always drop my head. Don't be like me. At first, when you're getting that technique down, right, you can have your head down a little bit. It's gonna mess up your posture a little bit, but once you get the hang of it, you should really work on just feeling the puck head up. Maybe try what I used to do is watch. I used to watch TV. I guess I can do it this way too, or do it this way.
No, the other way. You're right.
First day filming. Sorry.
Again, the intentionality here would be is if a stick comes, someone's trying to reach for that puck, you can pull it in and get it around that stick. All right, and every situation is different. Maybe it's a guy swinging his stick, maybe it's a guy poke checking, okay? But it's just different ways where we could do this move. Yeah.
As you're doing this drill too, right? A way that you can really work on the touch part of it is every toe drag is gonna be different. Sometimes you got to toe drag through a triangle, right? When I say triangle, I mean in between the blade, my hip, and my foot, right? Makes a triangle. So you want to attack that when you're trying to make a move through a defender, right? So sometimes you're gonna have to toe drag through that and come catch, right? When that's the case, you're kind of passing the ball to yourself. So without the stick, hold on. So right now when you're practicing, you're gonna pull the puck and then catch, right? Pull the puck and catch. And then after you do that for a couple seconds, try the other way where I'm dragging the whole time, right? That would be like if I'm gonna go toe drag shot, or if I want to add a little bit more power on that toe drag, I'm gonna have that blade on the toe, or the toe on the puck the whole time.
Yeah, and even a toe drag pass. So again, maybe I want to make a pass over this way, but there's someone in the way. So I'm pulling in the whole time, even just to make a pass. Now my angle's better. Okay, so there's some of the deception I'm using. I see a defender. I want to make that pass. He knows it's there. So I'm bringing that puck in to make a pass. It doesn't always have to be a shot. We're trying not to teach, one-way hockey players that only want to shoot the puck. Also think about using it in a passing environment where, you go around the guy, a guy steps up to you, now you have that passing lane over there because you beat a guy on your stick hand.
Yep. Now let's go toe drag into like forward.
I'm gonna give him a challenge first.
Oh yeah, I love it. Challenge time. Okay. Wake up.
So you come to our summer camps, our stick handling ones. This is one I always like to do with the kids because they're always trying to pull it in even bigger and bigger. So Coach Hutchie always has me demonstrate. We pull it in underneath our feet. My hand comes out so far that I'm on the other side of my legs with my stick and with the puck. So I'll show you from this view.
Come a little closer.
I'll show you from this view. I'm pulling the puck in or pulling the ball in, and then I stop it on this side and then push it back out and stepping over it. I can do it faster, getting on one side to the other. So it's just, again, a challenge of how far you can get that hand out in that range of motion. Maybe you're not necessarily doing this in a game, but it's something where you can challenge yourself and you can pull a puck this far and your range of motion is this good. How else can you use that in hockey? So we'll try that, pulling it out underneath you, pushing it back out. I sometimes jump over it and go forward. There's a bunch of different things you could do with this. Just to challenge yourself. I mean, the way I started doing this is I was just on the ice, just doing some stuff, and that's what it turned out to be. I was just coming in, stick handle, and then people were like, what was that? I was like, I don't know, I was just trying to be creative, trying to do different things, and sure enough, people liked it. People are trying to do it now. Oh, where to go?
Doing stuff when you're practicing doesn't always have to be something that you're going to necessarily translate to a game exactly, right? For like I said earlier, like if you're stick handling a basketball, everybody should be practicing that drill that Tyler just said. Challenge yourself. Don't just sit there and watch me try that drill. So we're toe dragging and we're pulling it under my feet. Tyler, demonstrate. There you go. So, but for me, you're never going to be stick handling a basketball down a hockey rink, right? There you go, Boston. Get it underneath.
What about a golf ball? You stick on a golf ball?
There you go. Pull it, toe drag underneath your feet. It's hard. This one's a challenge. Who can do it? Can anybody do it? But yeah, so you're not going to be stick handling like this in a game necessarily, but it exaggerates all the movement. So if you can do this, right, doing it, there you go, like a little jump.
We're doing the jump?
Doing this is going to exaggerate all the movements that we want you to learn and that are going to make you better. Sometimes being creative and doing things exaggerated is a good thing. Awesome. All right, so keep working on that. Great job. Now we're going to talk about just range of motion with the toe drag, right? So for me, there's really 3 places you can go with the toe drag. So everybody go ahead and stop for a second while we demo. Rest your wrist. Remember our wrist stretch. If your wrist is sore, you're going like this. And then we're watching. So biggest thing for me is you have 3 options whenever we pull in for that toe drag. You have the option where you're going to pull in and then we're going to step forward, right? So a lot of times, like my toe drag beat of a defender, and now I'm getting space up ice. So for that one, I'm going to pull in here and then step, right? Or I can even pull in, not really step until my last one and then step forward. The other one is when I come across and then I pull to my backhand side. So again, that one is kind of a 3-part where I'm going to pull toe drag in and now I'm going to redirect again, or I'm going to drag, right? So I can either drag and pull. My hands are coming around and away from my body. So they come into my body and away. Or I can go 2-touch where I go here and then touch and then over, right? And then the third one is just pushing the puck back out, right? So if you like, let's say you burn a guy like 6 times on a toe drag, or he's just buckled, right? Now I'm going to come here, step back out, and I'm going to go the other direction. So now you're going to try each one of those. So you go 1, 2, 3. So you're going to go again here and forward, here and across, and then here and back, right? You're going to do those for about 2-3 minutes. Remember, 10 seconds on, 5 seconds off. Remember our 3 things that we're looking for in drills. Number 1, intention. We're working on our toe drags. We're working on our form and our technique. Number 2, deception, right? When I have the puck away from my body and I'm toe dragging, or I have the puck away from my body, it sets up that defender to go attack that puck, right? Really, your body is about 6 feet away from where that puck is if you're doing a big toe drag. And it's just a quick little move that's deceptive. It makes you think you're going outside, and then it's a quick pull in and your feet are underneath you. And then the third thing is just touch. And we talked about you can either drag that puck hard, or you can have that little pop, that little 2-touch where you basically pass the puck to your own stick. Make sure you're trying both ways. There you go. That's a good toe drag. Also notice Tyler's footwork, right? When Tyler's stick handling in general, his feet are both underneath him, right? We're not standing so much like this, right? We're not getting here, and I'm not coming here. I want to be able to be fluent. So if I come here, my hands are out and I'm stepping, right? My legs are underneath me. Nice, good knee bend. Good. All right, let me see some people, see how we're doing. Everybody show me your stuff. Oh, some people are getting creative doing their own little stick handling stuff. I like that. Jensen's doing a little, there you go. Jensen's pushing back out.
Pushing in.
Let me see, Jimmy. There you go. Tilt that camera. Parker shuffling. Let me see it, Jimmy. Jimmy, is that synthetic ice? Give me a thumbs up if that's synthetic ice. Oh my goodness gracious.
Dude, when are we getting synthetic ice?
Yeah, we need to get our whole house to be synthetic ice. Good. Now remember, on our toe drags, we're always pulling into our body first. So that puck is going to start outside and then it comes in. So watch. When TY does it, his puck is going to start outside here, right? A lot of space in between him and the puck. Then as he pulls in, he's going to pull into his body first no matter what, and then step forward or then step across, right? But the move is to go from outside your body, inside your body.
Another thing about this, we're really going on deception. We're working on forehand, controlling the puck here, okay? Maybe we don't necessarily push our puck out super far so our hands are together. Maybe we just have our hands out, and his defender really thinks about the pass or shoot, and it's, you know, maybe not a huge toe drag as far as length of where I'm taking it, but if I sell it, if I'm deceptive enough here, or I'm out here with the puck, then this defender just puts his stick right there, and again, it's a small fake, but it's huge on deception, so it'll work on a lot of defenders if you set it up right. So I'm here, maybe my head's up, I'm pushing this way, and I pull the puck across. Toe drag's a little bit harder, so I know Zealin always gets upset that he looks down. But maybe this is one, if you know what's in front of you over here, so I'm usually on the right side, I'm setting this up. If I know where this defender is, it's pretty safe for me to take a glance down at the puck.
Like a big big thing that I love that Pablo Barber says is he talks about scanning, right? So, and keep doing those drills, right? Keep working those toe drags each one. So you should be going push back out, forward, and across your backhand. See what I'll keep an eye on, see if you need to work on anything. But yeah, something Pablo Barber says that's fantastic is just scanning, right? And when you're making a move or you're doing anything with your body, obviously if your head's down, right, it takes away the deception, because now as a defender, I know you're not going to pass the puck because your head's down. You don't know what's going on, right? You don't know who's open or anything around you. So you want to have your head up. But if you need to scan real quick, right, pattern recognition and recognizing where the puck is, where players are, it's totally fine. It's not a bad thing to do. Just don't get in the habit of keeping your head down for long periods of time and not scanning everything around you.
Yeah, and so here's a fun one that I sometimes like to do. It's not so much a toe drag into me, but maybe a guy's a little bit closer, I have to toe drag back behind me, and I put through my legs and go around that. So again, the intentionality here is if someone's with their stick, they're reaching all the way back here, they're overexposed stepping towards me, and I can pull it here through my legs and I'm around them. So again, this isn't something maybe you do all the time in the game, but it's again, practicing that range of motion. You pull it through your legs, you're using your coordination, it's touching your stick, it's touching your feet, a bunch of different things you can do here.
Notice too, when he goes to pull the puck back, right, he opens his feet up, right, gives himself a little path for that ball or that puck to come through, right, that's a huge portion, and it also simulates, like I'm taking a stride, right, like I'm pulling in between my feet as I'm taking a stride and getting around somebody. That's really important. So now we're going to shift to that. So everybody go ahead and show that again, T.Y. Everybody's going to do this now. So now we're progressing it to we're going to pull it behind our body.
So it's kind of like our dribble back, okay? And I can step, and there's two ways I can do this. I can either come off my foot and up to my stick, and I'm eyes up, stick down again. Or maybe when you make it a little bigger, I dribble back. I pull it through my feet, and now I'm into more of a puck protect. This defender's over here, and now I'm skating up the ice. So practice both ways, so where I'm here, bring the ball back, going through my feet, off my foot and up, and I'm going back, try and keep your eyes up as much as you can. I know you're going to have to look down, and then into a puck protect. So ball back, through your legs, okay? Or we go here, ball back, through our legs, off our foot, now eyes up. What are we seeing, Zeke?
Oh, it looks good.
We're all trying it out there. I know it's a little bit more advanced, but it's good to try.
This is, again, stuff like we're doing drills that you can all do. This is our first time, so obviously, hey, this is our tryout. So we got invited to do it this time. We're trying to, if you liked what we did or you think we could do better, send it to us. If you have our personal contact, or you can email us through the rinks, Zealin and Z Kronk at the rinks, or T Wilkerson. But yeah, we're trying to do this regularly and get this out to you guys. And obviously, you can always go back and watch the videos and maybe you pick up something that we said that you weren't ready for. But yeah, overall, so those are the two big fakes that we wanted to work on. Is the toe drag and then the front fakes. If you get those down, you're really looking at having a couple more tools in the shed.
And this is all off your forehand side, so we're just being extremely deceptive off this forehand side where, you know, obviously we just pass, you know, and you see a lot of players shooting from this side. You see the Austin Matthews pull into his feet and shoot. If you're able to be, you know, really in control from this spot, head up, make a lot of different plays, you're going to be that much better of a hockey player.
Awesome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little 30 seconds. Where I just want to see everybody's best moves, or you're going to try to be creative in your little space, right? We talk about being creative. Be intentional with what you're doing. Make sure it's something that's going to make you better, whether it's hand-eye or anything like that. Make sure your screen or your video that you're taking on, I can see your feet in the ball, right? I don't want to just see the logo on your shirt. Oh, sorry about I'm getting so close. My scruff is not looking on point right now. I like that. Getting it in the footwork. A lot of people are bringing it up in the little ball taps. T.Y., how many ball taps can you do? Oh, there we go.
How many ball taps can I do? I can just hold the ball here forever.
I don't know if that counts as a ball tap. I don't know if that counts as a lot or just one.
I don't know. Maybe it's a million. Maybe it's just one. We're gonna figure it out.
Parker's got like weights in his. He's like getting after it.
Yeah, all we got is pillows. I want a ball tap with that. You need a ball tap with the wiffle ball?
Yeah. 15 more seconds here. Be creative. Show your stuff. Run around. Do some circles if you need to. There you go. Who's this? Get a little spotlight.
Yeah, we didn't even go over how you get the ball on your stick. That's a toe drag.
Hands
Go over
going.
there,
Hands going. Awesome.
I don't know if parents want the balls too much in the air. You might break something.
Yeah, also try to be mindful of the surroundings, right? We're skilled professionals, so we have our TV in the background because we know we're not going to break it. And even then, I'm like 60% nervous that we're going to break it.
There's still a chance.
All right, go ahead and go wrist stretches again. Wrist stretches. All right, you guys are killing it. Great job. Rotate those wrists.
This is my favorite one. You just got down with a good day. You just twirl and, you know, Zealin gets a little bit sweaty here. I just fan him off with a little blade twirl. Oh, yeah.
Perfect. All right, so we wanted to go over those two things. What else do we want to go over?
I think that's pretty good to wrap it up. I think they want us to come back, hopefully. Yeah, I mean,
if you guys want other things to work on, send us suggestions or send us videos. Here's my big thing. I would love to see you guys doing stuff, being creative, creating your own drills. So if you create something, send it to us. Send it to us and we can post it, or we can correct or help you out, or we can even try to get challenged ourselves. But the biggest thing is, like, right now is kind of a weird time where we all got to be creative to get better, right? No days off. Make sure we're getting after it. Make sure you're getting your skills up. Hard work is going to be really paying off when we hit the ice again and we're flying.
And you wash your hands.
And wash your hands. Be safe, right? You're not going to be good at hockey if you're sick. So great job. Thanks for joining. Appreciate everybody very much. And I hope that you guys want us back. Hopefully we get the call up again. Cool. Yeah. I don't know how to end it.
Thanks, guys.
Maybe thumbs up.
Thank you.